In today's video, I've got something so exciting to share. This is the brand new Ecoflow Blade Robotic Mower. Now, robot mowers aren't new. I've shown you several of them on my channel, but this thing changes everything. It is the world's first robotic mower that is completely wireless. That means you don't need to dig any kind of boundary wire, and this thing will actually mow your lawn in straight lines. It's got an all-aluminum frame that looks like it was designed from outer space. The front wheels even go sideways. That's something you've only seen in the movies, but it actually allows this mower to make super sharp turns without ever tearing up your lawn. It's also the world's first mower to feature a bagger. That means this thing, in addition to mowing, can do a yard cleanup, sticks, acorns, or anything else that's on your lawn. It also is a smart mower, meaning it's got all kinds of sensors. It's got cameras, radar, it can even detect rain. That means when you put this thing out on your lawn, it's going to mow it as efficiently as possible. Now, because Ecoflow makes all types of battery technology, it's got a super efficient battery inside, and it can even recharge this battery in just 2 hours. I got the chance to work with this mower for just over a week. Now, that's not a lot of time, but it gave me a chance to see what this mower could do, how to set it up, and how good of a job it could actually do mowing my lawn. When you get one of these blades, this is what you'll receive: the mower along with a number of accessories and a docking station. And the first thing you're going to notice is the build quality on this thing is amazing. They've used tons of aluminum, really good rubber tires, and that mowing deck is super efficient. It can lift up and down electronically. You don't have to change anything with any tools, you just do it right through the app. It uses a 3-blade design, and what makes this one unusual is it can cut as low as 0.8 inches all the way up to 3.1 inches. That is one of the tallest cutting heights from any robot mower out there. The biggest selling feature on this one is the fact it's wireless, but you do have to set up a charging base along with an antenna in the unit itself. But fortunately, they've made this job super easy. When you open up the box, you're going to get all of these accessories along with an extra set of blades, and you'll see this sort of spike contraption. This is what the antenna attaches to. You've just got to screw the sections together, then you'll feed the wire through. Now, they cover all this in the instruction manual, but the key here is you're going to be installing this small antenna on the top of the pole. But you've just got to match up the colored wires, and within a couple of minutes, your antenna is fully ready to go. You may not realize this, but having a fully wireless mower is really difficult. That's why in the past 10 years, there have been no other models widely available. This is the first one you can actually order today, and you'll receive it within the next 4 weeks. Now, it is important where you place your base along with your antenna. I tried to follow the directions, but honestly, I was too excited. I just kind of set everything up the way I thought it would work the best. Now, with the base, they also include these screws. These are designed to go right into soil. You'll want to get a spot that's fairly level, and then these kind of thread into the dirt, and they work much better than you might think. Now, at this point, your base is fully ready to go, and you've just got to plug everything in. Now, the only thing you'll need for the installation is power, so you'll want to use an outlet like mine that has to be the ugliest electric outlet you've ever seen. Then connect the power cord to the base, and the base connects to the antenna. At that point, your installation is done. You can just push your mower into the base, the power will come on, and you'll actually hear it start talking.
Let's start a new journey.
This gives you some verbal cues to let you know what to do, and you'll definitely need to use the app. The app is going to start by doing a basic kind of course. Now, this is just being done to get you used to it. Another important function of the app is it does a satellite test, because this mower is actually controlled by satellites. That's what gives it its positioning, so it knows exactly where it is in your yard without using a wire. So I actually learned that my base was not in a good spot. You want to try to keep it away from your house as much as possible, along with the antenna. That's why I moved that base to this side of my house, and the app guided me through. Next, you need to map out your yard, but fortunately this sounds complicated, but it's surprisingly easy. You'll start by tracing the perimeter of your property. This is going to set the outline. Now, you can actually have multiple areas that you want to cut, so that can be helpful if you have a pool area, a front, or a backyard, and the mower can walk between the sections. You can even define what's called a no-go zone. That's perfect for something like this rock. I don't want this mower to use its sensors. The rock isn't going to move, so I want to permanently tell this thing to never try to mow it. This can be handy for a pool, a kid's play set. Now, this app is still a bit of a beta version that they're finishing up right now, so there may be more advanced features in the future. And remember, because this is controlled by software, they can do updates, they can fix problems, add new features, and it will all get downloaded automatically to this device. You probably have noticed that I'm not going right up to the edge of my beds. Now, I cut these things really sharp, so if I go too close, the robot might fall off. And there are no mowers that can mow directly over the edge, so you've got to leave yourself a buffer zone. Now, I'm pretty used to trimming the edges on a regular basis, so that won't be a problem for me. But if you're in a situation where your beds don't really have a defined edge, your robot can actually mow right underneath shrubs. Now, as I'm finishing up my mapping, a couple of tips. This mower is only rated to cut up to a 27-degree slope. Now, that is pretty steep for any mower, especially a robot, so that should cover most yards. It's also rated to mow up to about 3/4 of an acre. Now, my yard is quite a bit bigger than that, so I defined a much smaller space to test this thing out. But now for the best part, I can actually fire this thing up. You'll hear it sound some warning tones. You can actually mute these and lower the volume if you want. You can also shut off those LEDs. If you're going to run this thing in your yard at night, you might not want anyone to see it or hear it. Now the sound of this machine is super low. You could definitely cut your lawn in the middle of the night, and there is no way anyone is going to hear it. And if you're worried about someone stealing this mower, fortunately it's got a security system inside. It's locked to your account so no one else could actually use it, but it also has a Find My Mower function that will allow you to pick this thing up if somebody should take it, and you could hopefully track it down and get it back. As soon as this thing started mowing, I noticed a few things straight away. The first is the speed. This is easily one of the fastest robotic mowers I have ever seen. This is mowing in straight lines. It's going to look similar to the way you do it yourself. Now, of course, the mowing deck is only about 10 inches, so those lines are going to be tighter. The other nice surprise with this mower is, once it started cutting, I didn't have to do anything. I just sat back, it figured out everything it needed to do, and it just started mowing the lawn. Another big mistake people make with these robotic mowers is they just don't understand how they work. They don't wait till the end of the week and cut your lawn just once. Most robot mowers want to cut your lawn 2 to 3 times a week, but it doesn't matter because you're not the one doing the work. The robot is going to go out and take just about a 1/4 inch of grass off at a time. That's going to cause less stress, and those small pieces of grass will easily break down in the lawn. This is a very efficient way to cut the lawn, and it is healthier for the grass long term. So you might be thinking this thing isn't doing any actual cutting, but it definitely is. It's taking off a 1/4 inch of grass, and that will make sure that my lawn always looks trimmed. So because I only had this for just over a week, I needed to move on to testing out the bagger. And this isn't just a static brush, this is an electrically powered bagger. Now the bag is surprisingly big, but for many smaller size lawns, this brush system can be surprisingly useful. I tested it out by attaching it to the mower, and that's done with just a single thumb screw. It snaps on the back, and you need to plug one cable in. And this thing is very smart. It verbally announces that the bagger is attached, you'll see that green or blue light, and you're ready to go. You just go right into the app, select that you want to do a cleanup, attach your bag, and now the mower will go all around your yard and start spinning the brushes. When it mows, this machine is almost silent, but the bagger definitely makes more noise. It's nothing horrible, but you definitely hear those brushes spinning away. Now, I honestly thought this was going to go around the lawn and it wasn't going to pick up much of anything, because if you take a look, it doesn't really seem like I have a lot of junk on there. But after just about 10 minutes, this is what it got.
Press the power button and start button to continue. Sweeping module removed.
Wow, that is after about 10 minutes. I am amazed that this little thing could actually pick that much up. Normally, many people with robotic mowers need to buy a regular mower just to do cleanups. The most important feature though of any lawnmower is the quality of cut and does your lawn look good. And I can honestly say at the end of a week and a half, my lawn was looking great. Things were getting cut well, it looked very sharp and level, and the results were excellent. Now you've got to remember, this is a small robot, and I'm also thrilled because finally, somebody has a wire-free mower that you can order today. And I never expected that it would be a company like Ecoflow. There are so many other mower companies out there, but none of them have ever been able to deliver a mower with features like this. It works well, it's easy, the app is solid. They're also offering one-on-one support because they know that when people put these in, just like I did, if you put the antenna in the wrong place, it won't work properly and you're going to think the mower is a failure. So by offering that instant chat support, you can get your questions answered, fix your problem, and get the thing working the way you expect. Now the downsides of this mower are of course the cost. They are offering a special price if you get in now, and I'll put that in the top comment as well as the description. I really had a ton of fun making this video. This product was absolutely awesome. If you've got thoughts, please be sure to leave me a comment below. Would this be something you would buy for your own lawn? I'd definitely love to hear your feedback. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already for more videos coming up.